My name is Alex Carter, and this is the story of how my boss tried to take away my lunch break and accidentally turned every meeting into a live food show. Now, before you judge me, you need to understand something about me. I don't eat breakfast. Never have. Every morning, it's just coffee, lots of water, and pure survival mode until noon, which means when 12 p.m. rolls around, lunch isn't optional. It's essential. It's the moment my brain finally starts working again. And for years, my lunch break was sacred. Every day, 12 to 1 p.m., calendar blocked. No meetings, no interruptions. Just food, peace, and maybe a quick scroll through my phone. Until my new boss arrived. And that's when things got interesting. Our department had just gotten a new manager. His name was Daniel. Fresh promotion, fresh confidence, and unfortunately, a serious case of new boss energy. You know the type. Suddenly, every small decision becomes a power move. The first time it happened, I thought it was a mistake. I opened my calendar and saw a meeting invite, 12:30 p.m., right in the middle of my lunch break. I frowned, but I accepted it. Maybe it was urgent. Maybe something came up. So I grabbed my sandwich, ate quickly, and joined the meeting. But then it happened again. 2 days later, another meeting, 12:15 p.m. Then again the next week, 12:45 p.m. And suddenly my protected lunch hour wasn't protected anymore. So I messaged him. Hey, Daniel, just a heads up, my lunch break is blocked from 12 to 1. His reply came almost instantly, and I still remember the exact words. Well, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. I leaned back in my chair and stared at my screen. Sacrifices? For a calendar meeting that could have been scheduled literally any other hour of the day? That's when I realized something. Daniel didn't forget about my lunch break. He ignored it because he could. And that's when I decided something. If my lunch break was going to disappear, then my lunch was coming with me. The next meeting popped up on my calendar, 12:30 p.m. Perfect. That morning, instead of packing something simple, I made a decision. I ordered spaghetti and meatballs. Not a small portion either, a massive plate. Sauce, meatballs, garlic bread, the works. When the meeting started, I joined with my camera on, mic unmuted. Everyone else was talking about project timelines and sprint goals. Meanwhile, I picked up my fork, twisted a huge bite of spaghetti, and slurped. Slurp. All right, Daniel said, let's review the quarterly deliverables. Slurp. Someone on the call froze mid-sentence. I chewed thoughtfully, nodded, and gave a thumbs up with marinara sauce probably still on my fork. No one said anything, but I could see the confusion. The next meeting came a few days later, 12:20 p.m. This time, I brought sticky wings, sauce everywhere, crunchy, messy, the kind of food that absolutely does not belong in a professional meeting. At one point, Daniel asked, Alex, what do you think about the new timeline? I wiped sauce off my fingers, leaned toward the camera, and said, sorry, one sec. Crunch. Yeah, sounds good. The chat box started lighting up. People were clearly trying not to laugh, but Daniel, pause. He looked irritated. Still, he didn't say anything. Then came Thursday. Another meeting, another lunch interruption. This time, I didn't even try to be subtle. I showed up with an entire pizza, box open, slices stacked, the smell practically coming through the screen. Halfway through the meeting, I took the biggest bite imaginable, cheese stretch, full dramatic moment. That's when Daniel finally snapped. He leaned forward and said, Alex, do you have to eat during the meeting? Paused. I looked directly at the camera, smiled, and said calmly, well, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. For a moment, the call went completely silent. Then someone muted their mic, but you could still hear them laughing. Daniel just stared. He knew exactly what I meant. Something funny happened after that. The next week, my calendar looked different. Very different. No meetings, not one. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., completely clear. Every single day. My lunch break had returned. Apparently, Daniel discovered something important. If he scheduled meetings during my lunch, then everyone on the call had to listen to a full dining experience. And judging by the awkward silence during the pizza incident, that wasn't something he wanted repeated. So, just like that, the meetings stopped. No arguments, no confrontation, just peaceful lunches again. Looking back, I never yelled, never complained to HR, never started a fight. I simply followed his rule. If sacrifices were required, then I was willing to make them, just not the ones he expected. And sometimes the most satisfying revenge isn't dramatic or explosive. Sometimes it's much simpler than that. Sometimes revenge is just bringing spaghetti to a Zoom meeting.